name is Ken Rando. I'm here today to present some important automation solutions that can solve critical bottlenecks in aseptic filling for the cell and gene therapy field, from development to commercial. I'm going to show you some strategic advantages when it comes to scaling your fill finish needs, with a quick taste of multiple equipment options that only COMECER can offer. Whether you are a gene therapy startup using cryo bags, filling viral vectors for CAR T applications, or a CMO expanding your filling capabilities as your clients' needs increase, we have a scalable solution for you. But let's start with cryo bag filling. First, we offer a high throughput system. This is typically utilized by our big pharma customers for IV bag filling. The second system is our semi-automated bag filler, enclosed within our aseptic isolator. This system allows for extreme flexibility and can be used with almost any cryo bag. And finally, our closed standalone device is designed to be utilized with a custom bag manifold. Here's a sneak peek of our high throughput bag system. And what you're seeing is our camera guided robots. They know exactly where and how to pick up these pliable bags. And that's not an easy feat. Next, this section of the machine handles the integrity testing. This ensures a leak-free product. Now, as you can see from this video here, when it comes to scale, cell and gene therapy isn't quite ready for these numbers yet, but they soon will be. Next, in the process, your formula is then used to precisely fill each bag. There's inline weight checking. And finally, as you can see, these bags are then seam welded and the excess is cut off. All of this high-end filling technology has actually been miniaturized for our smaller semi-automated cryo bag system. This is a top-down view of that system showing a completely closed setup within our aseptic filling isolator. So pre-sterilized bags would come in the first pass-through airlock system. An operator would put their hands through the gloves, place a cryo bag on a device. There can be one or two, depending on the desired throughput. And this little high-tech device has all of the technology that I just showed you in our high throughput system miniaturized. And basically, it automatically fills, weighs, tube welds, cuts, and then on to the next cryo bag. As I mentioned, almost any cryo bag can fit in that device. And to do all this, we offer tight-fitting gloves, which are needed in the cell and gene therapy field, especially when there's the need for tactility. If you add some conveyor systems on the front end and the back end, you can achieve 20 to 30 more cryo bags an hour. Of course, this will depend on operator proficiency. Lastly, our standalone setup requires a custom-made cryo bag manifold. The software system can precisely fill, weigh, weld, and cut each of these bags along the manifold, and then they are received on the tray below. It's all fully automated, fully closed. And in addition, this system comes with a refrigeration module as well, which I'll talk about later on. For the manifold, each bag in there, each manifold, sorry, has one bag at the end that can be utilized to control the amount of air desired, as some in their process prefer more or less air in their bags. As I mentioned, the filling system, we call it the COMECER filling fridge. This can be utilized with any of our filling systems. So any customers that need to keep their systems cold and also mixed to keep a uniform mixture for each bag, you can now do this precisely. So as you can see in the graphic, um, your source bag can be hung up with weight cells on that, a bag filled with your cryopreservant, and a mixing bag as well. All of these options are standard, and we can customize some of them to whatever your process needs. So, what about the vials? Well, like our semi-automated cryo bag filler, this again is a top-down view showing a completely closed aseptic vial filling setup. We call it the Andromeda system. And these two Andromeda devices are, again, in our aseptic isolator. So there's a pass-through on one side and a pass-through on the end, and sterilized vials, prepackaged, would come in to the pass-through on the left. And then one by one, the operator would pick up the sterilized, pre-sterilized vials. And if you look on the Andromeda system, there's a little turntable. This turns and the operator would put one vial on and the Andromeda system will precisely fill and do the weight check and also stopper the vial. The operator would then take that vial off, put it on a tray, and then once that tray fills up, typically they would slide it underneath to the next device, and another operator would put that on the turntable, and this device automatically caps and crimps the vial. So I like to call it semi-automated because there is still some involvement in this closed system where an operator would have to, place a vial on and off. However, this is extremely flexible and can handle almost any size vial or volume with the quick change kits. So how do you scale this manual system and increase your vial throughput? Well, you can simply add a no-touch transfer module and sliding tray trolleys. This can increase your throughput quite a bit. And finally, we have our most popular system for cell and gene therapy vial filling. It's fully automated and it's called the Baby Fill. Completely designed for cell and gene therapy applications from the ground up. This solution is utilized by quite a few. In fact, the PDA itself has a Baby Fill at their aseptic training facility in Maryland. The nice thing about this is any company can now send their employees to the PDA training facility and have them learn on the aseptic filling baby fill system in parallel while COMECER is producing your filler, saving quite a bit of time. So how does this work? Well, ready to use trays are loaded on one side, and the modular system will take the vials and basically it's fully automated. As long as you keep filling the bowls with the stoppers and the caps, it's will basically do everything from start to finish, and it's modular. So we can install this in any existing room. The baby fill is flexible enough to be reconfigured with different room needs. So it can be set up in a linear format or even a more square format to accommodate tighter clean room spaces. And this flexibility means you won't need a crane to get your filler in the building. So how do you scale the baby fill system and go from, let's say, clinical trials using prepackaged vials to commercial using bulk vials? Well, it's pretty easy. You simply add another filler line, which is identical. So you're going to have the same SOPs. Add COMECER's front end modules like the vial washer and accumulation chamber to take these bulk vials, and basically this allows you to have the flexibility to go from, let's say, one filler doing 1,000 vials to 2,000 vials of ready to use to 6,000 vials an hour using less expensive bulk vials. Now, I know I covered a lot of info in a short time, so please feel free to reach out to me directly at any time with questions. I hope you enjoyed my tech talk. This is Ken Rando from COMECER, and you just learned about our cutting edge aseptic filling technology designed for the unique needs of cell and gene therapy.